Hello everyone, welcome to this video on how to power your job search with Google Tools. My name is Matt and I'm a library coordinator at the Effingham Public Library. In this session, I'll show you how Google and its tools can make your job search easier and more efficient. In this session, I'll walk you through how to manage the main tasks of a job search. First, we'll create a job search tracker in Google Sheets. You will use a sheet to keep track of the jobs you want to apply for. The sheet will allow you to organize any information you find on jobs, and you can return to it when you're ready to prepare and submit applications. A sheet also helps you remember the jobs you're interested in and allows you to compare them, then to decide which one is best for you. Once you've built your Sheets tracker to manage this whole process, I'll show you how to use jobs on Google Search to find more jobs that are relevant to you. I'll show you how to search and filter for jobs that match your interests and experience, how to save the jobs you like, and how to get alerts when these new jobs are posted. Finally, we'll discuss the next phase of your job search, the interview. More and more jobs are transitioning to online interviews using video conferencing platforms like Zoom. I'll walk you through some strategies to help you with these digital interviews. As I talk about the features of Google applications and you learn more, feel free to experiment on your own device. Before we dive into job searching, it's important to know that many people are job searching from home now. So it's important to acknowledge some of the challenges to finding new opportunities from a remote location. Then I'll share some tips that can make it easier for you to work from home and maximize your time job searching. As I mentioned, finding a new job can be difficult even under the best circumstances. Running a job search from home can be even more challenging. For example, you may not hear about as many opportunities through word of mouth as you would in a shared office space. Staying on top of a job search can be even more challenging if you're also managing childcare, domestic work, and new living arrangements. Today's session will show you how to use Google to manage some of these challenges. Before we continue, let's talk about some best practices for running a job search from home. The first thing that you'll want to do when beginning a job search at home is to create and keep a routine. If you normally take a shower and have breakfast before work, keep doing that. Maintain regular hours and set a schedule and try to keep to it. A routine will help you maintain a sense of normalcy and stay productive. Next, create a dedicated workspace. Find a spot to go to work in the same place every day. If you don't have the luxury of a dedicated office space at home, at least work in the same seat at the table every day, even if you have to clean it up at dinner time. Make sure to have lunch and take breaks and add them to your schedule. It can be easy to forget breaks when you're working from home. Also, don't sit in front of your computer for 8 solid hours. Every hour or so, give your body and your eyes a break by standing up and walking around. Also, gather the tools you need to be productive. This can be as simple as a pen and paper, or even folders, notebooks, and access to a steady internet connection. Then go on and create a daily to-do list. At the end of your day, write the next day's to-do list. This will help you keep from popping back to your computer after your work hours are complete to just add one more task and help you get your next morning off to a good start. Most importantly, when your workday is done, close up shop. Remember, if you're not at work, don't spend time working. These are just a few strategies for managing a job search from home, whether you're looking for a full-time position or managing your current job while searching for your next opportunity. When you begin looking for a job, you might start by visiting a company's webpage and reading a job description. That can be a great way to get ideas about possible job options. But once you start collecting information about potential jobs, you might find that it can be hard to keep all your options straight. Lots of people find it easy to search for jobs and apply to them in separate ways. You might do a lot of searching online for jobs on one day while planning to apply to those jobs on a different day. but it's easy to forget about different jobs you found or lose a sense of urgency about them after your first search. Plus, job openings are posted and removed all the time, so it can be difficult to keep up with them. To help you find out opportunities and keep them organized, we're going to start by building a basic job tracker in Google Sheets. This tracker will help you manage the job search process from start to finish. So let's go ahead and get started. First, to create your job search tracker, you'll need to sign in to your Google account. Open a new tab in your browser window and go to google.com. If you are not signed in, click sign in and enter your username and password. Signing into your Google account allows you to access all of the Google apps that you can use from work and home. After you signed into your Google account, use the Google Apps menu to move between applications. Click the Apps icon. These are all the Google applications that come with your account. Your most recently used apps are shown first. Click More to expand the list. From here, you can get to Gmail, Sheets, and Docs. You can also access your Google Drive where all your projects are stored. Let's take a look at Google Drive first. Google Drive allows you to store, access, and share files like documents, forms, and photos in one place. Instead of storing them on your computer, your Drive files are stored in the cloud, a safe place on the internet where you can save important information. When you save something on your Google Drive, you can easily access it from any computer, smartphone, or tablet with internet access. Files stored on the Google Drive won't get lost even if your computer crashes, and the projects you create with Google applications are all stored automatically on your drive, so you don't need to remember to click Save. If you never created anything in your Google Apps before, your drive may be empty. If you have created projects in Google applications, they will also be stored here. You can create new projects from your Google Drive. So let's go ahead and do that. To create a new tracker from your job search, create a new Google Sheet. To do this, click New and then select Google Sheets. Then click Blank Spreadsheet. Give your sheet a name like My Job Search. This becomes the file name and offers you a way to find it on your Google Drive. As soon as you open this sheet, it is saved automatically on your drive. You do not need to do anything extra to save your projects. They save automatically whenever you make changes to them. Now, take a look at this spreadsheet. A spreadsheet contains many rectangles called cells. Cells are organized into rows which have a number, and columns which have a letter. Every cell has an address based on its column and row. For example, the cell titled A1 is called that because it is in column A, row 1. You can navigate the spreadsheet by clicking in different cells, or you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move around the grid. From here, you can add text, formatting, formulas, and functions to cells. You can use sheets to manage many aspects of your work or personal life. For example, you can use a spreadsheet like this one to create a budget, calculate progress towards your goals, or plan a trip. To make your job search easier and clearer, let's customize this spreadsheet so that it tracks the important information about each potential job. First, add some headings to keep track of information about jobs you find in your search. In each cell of the first row of your sheet, add a heading like the job title, the company name, the salary or hourly wage, the website URL so you can return to it, and notes. These are just suggestions. You can also make headings for whatever you think will be most helpful to you. For example, in your expanding search, you might add a column for location, or you might add a column for working from home. You may even want to add additional column headings to help you compare other information you're interested in, like job benefits and perks. As you proceed with your job search, you'll add details to this spreadsheet to keep track of all of your information. You can also add headings and expand your sheet as you start looking for jobs. Adding visual elements can help you read the information in a sheet more easily. Change the format of the headings if you like. Select rows or cells and select different fill colors. Or make the information easier to read, change the font style, size, and color. These are just a few things you can do with a spreadsheet tracker for your job search. Okay, now that you've set up your sheet with some things that you're looking for, let's search for jobs. Chances are you've already used a digital tool to find new job opportunities. Most employers list new jobs online and manage the entire application process digitally. To help you find new opportunities, we'll use Jobs on Google Search. Jobs on Google Search pulls advertisements from all over the internet and creates one easy list of potential jobs. You can start your job search through a regular Google search. Whether you're following along now or plan to begin your search later, open a new browser tab on your device. That way, you have your Google search open in one tab and your sheets open in another. You can add to your sheet while you search. Now, type google.com in the address bar. In the search bar, type in a new query about the kind of jobs that you're looking for. You may want to use terms like jobs near me, retail jobs, part-time jobs, or customer service jobs. You can also type a question like, what are the best jobs near me? Add search terms that work for you and your job search. If you're not sure what kind of job that you're looking for, add search terms about fields that interest you or fields that you have experience in. If you're looking for a job in a different city, include that city in your search. For example, you might search for jobs in Champaign or manufacturing jobs in St. Louis. And if you're a veteran or a military spouse, you can search for opportunities unique to you too. To move forward with your search, press enter and check out the results. Your basic search will show you a preview of several possible jobs. You can click on these jobs directly if they interest you, or you can select the arrow at the top right to expand your search. Next, check out the results of your expanded search. To make searching more easier for jobs, Google finds listings from all over the internet and collects them in one search result. A snapshot of jobs that meet your search criteria appears on the Google search page. Click a result or click Explore Jobs to look at the full list. Each listing contains important details about the position, including ways to apply, salary information, a description of the work, reviews of the company, and more. You can read through this information to decide which jobs may be right for you. Whether you're transitioning to a civilian career or just moving forward with a new job, your next step is to process your search results. So let's talk about how to narrow your search to make the application process easier. Your search may have returned a lot of results. To get more specific results, you may want to choose a filter. A filter is a search tool that emphasizes the most relevant results. You can find dozens of filters arranged as clickable titles at the top of the search results page. You can filter your job search by job title, location, date, the type of job, or the employer. An example of a popular filter is work from home, which allows you to find remote opportunities. You can use this filter to see only jobs that allow you to work from home. Let's imagine at this point you selected a job that matches your needs. You've read through the job description and you know you're interested in a position. If you think you might want to apply for that position, but don't want to do it right now, click Save. This bookmarks the listing so that you don't have to search for it again. At the top of the jobs listing is a tab called Save. Click this tab to see all the jobs you've saved in the past. This shows all the jobs that you saved in one list without the jobs that you aren't interested in. You've learned a lot so far about how to use Google to search for a new job, but the landscape of available jobs is always changing. It's important to check jobs listings frequently so that you don't miss out on new opportunities. Employers post new opportunities all the time and not on a specific schedule. Performing an internet search every day and sorting through it to find new jobs can take a lot of your time. Time that you could be using to write a resume or preparing for interviews. To save time when searching for job listings, you can set up email alerts. When you set up an alert, you will automatically receive an email about new listings that match your search criteria. To receive email alerts about your job search, on the lower left of your screen, turn on alerts by clicking Alerts are on for this search button. At this point in your job search, you'll hopefully have found several opportunities, and the alerts that you may have set up will keep you up to date about more jobs as they become available. You'll probably apply for several jobs, and it can be difficult to remember all of the details for each application process. So let's go back to the tracking sheet that we set up earlier. You can use it to keep track of all the possible opportunities that you have found. As you find jobs that interest you, enter the details into your spreadsheet. You can use the sheet as a hub for all of your applications and interviews, and you can easily track the status of any application by glancing at the sheet. Fill out your tracker with potential opportunities as you find them. After you've spent time searching, you can review the sheet to decide which opportunities to apply for. And as you proceed through the application process, you can use the sheet to track every application. Speaking of interviews, more and more companies are hosting their interviews online. Here are some best practices that will help you prepare for an online interview. When you're speaking with your interviewer, look toward the camera. Depending on the size and shape of your device, your interviewer's face may appear near the bottom of your screen. So, if you look directly at their face, it may appear as if you're not making eye contact. To help your interviewers feel that they're getting to know you, keep your eyes up and focused on the camera. Next, try to speak slowly and clearly. Anxiety can make some people speak faster, which can make you harder to hear or understand. Remind yourself to breathe and answer thoughtfully at a slow pace. One way to ensure that your interviewer sees you in the best light, pay attention to lighting. To look professional, you can place a warm-colored lamp near the back of your computer screen, and consider your desktop background to a light color. The extra light reflecting on your face will make you easier to see. And since a lot of our communication is nonverbal, if your interviewer is able to see your face, they will be able to communicate with you more smoothly. As many of us are transitioning to working from home, your office might be a kitchen, living room, or basement. If you can, find a neutral background to avoid distractions. To shine during an interview, dress for one, even if you're doing it in your living room. Pay attention to how you present yourself, and you will show your interviewers that you take the opportunity seriously. Finally, interviewing is a skill, and you'll get better with practice. As a colleague or friend to hold a mock interview, hopefully that would help. Google Tools can simplify your job search process from start to finish. At this point, we've examined several aspects of finding new career opportunities, from searching for them, managing the process, and giving a good interview online. So let's review. We created a job search tracker in Google Sheets. You can use this tracker to manage all of your career options, record notes about each interview, and track the status of your applications. Next, we use jobs in Google search to find potential opportunities. We learned about the filters that can narrow down your search. For example, you can use these filters to locate work from home opportunities. And finally, we went over some tips for giving a great interview online.
Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out the library's other resources for additional job search and resume help, all of which can be found on our library's website.